What's poppin', family? Welcome back to another episode of Jared Tries Trading. Thank you for joining me on this journey to becoming consistently profitable at this day trading thing. Let's get into it. Bam! The streak continues. A nice 100% day. A little 100 piece. Very happy about that. 4 trades. This is probably the most trades that I've taken since, using this little checklist thing. Just trying to stay disciplined and not overtrade. But we stayed nimble today. And, we had to go in and out of a couple trades that weren't really moving. Then we got back in the PSX again for a quick little $25 as well. But really the main trade of the day was WDC. This one was pretty clear to me. So let's get into the TOS, shall we? This is WDC. I know this shit look busy as shit. I know, guys. I need another monitor. 2 is not enough. Let's see. So WDC, strong to SPY. XLK, strong to SPY. WDC, strong to XLK. Meets all of our criteria. And then now we just need to have something on the daily that's significant. This came up on alert. I actually had an alert set for this blue line right here, which is the SMA 100, I believe. And it popped off right in the morning. But look at this. It gapped all the way above this SMA, the next SMA. I had some upward sloping algo lines here. Gapped up above that. Gapped up above this horizontal resistance. A lot of strength here. A shit ton of volume came in. And, this was pretty much a clear winner today. As long as we were getting in at the right intraday time. So 4 out of 4 of the checklist. Now we just got to find the intraday entry. Maximize this sell. Hopefully we could, let's see. Nasty. Looks ugly, man. All right, so gap up over here. My entry, I was in the trade for 40 minutes. My entry was 11:04. That is right here in this tiny candle. My thesis, obviously we hit all of the criteria for taking the trade. Now we just got to find an intraday entry. Gap up. We created this downward sloping trend line on the M5, and I was waiting for a break of that. And we got the break right here on above average volume. So that was pretty much my entry. And that would have also been my exit. If, it went against me right away, I would have just probably cut it. Or I could have made my stop right here at the gap. Give it a little more room. Once we get into the gap, get out. But we got the trade right. Got the right stock. And we rode this up. And now, let's see if I could change the color of this. Make it easier to see. What's an easy color? Green, purple, blue. Let's do blue. I drew this upward sloping trend line here to see, if this is going to be our exit or not. A breach below this trend line, or I could wait for the 3-8 cross like we've been doing. And I just drew both. I drew the trend line just to see what the difference would be. And if we rode this all the way up, I would have been able to stay in. But right here, my exit was 11:45, which was in this candle right here. And, I wanted to keep attacking the high day. Well, this isn't really high day, but keep making higher highs, None of this wiki stuff, just stack green candles. And then, this candle was just, we had a wick here. This candle was flipping around, So I was mindful of the price action. I was mindful of what SPY was giving me. Didn't really seem like SPY was going to be rallying all day. We had a bunch of mixed candles. So I just wanted to take my piece out of this, strong stock and get out of there. So I like my entry based on a technical reason, and I like my exit kind of based on price action. If I let it ride, with a 3-8 cross, I believe I would have got out at the same time, kind of the same price level. So I got out of that for a 90-cent gain. That's 18% on the contract. Very happy with that. $90 in my pocket. So I hope that makes sense. Leave comments below if you have any questions. Now we're going to look at, I believe it was PSX. PSX hit all the marks as well. PSX was in energy. The whole energy sector is doing pretty well right now. XLE strong to SPY. And then let's see, is PSX strong to its own sector as well? Yes, it is. Did we have a daily event? And my alert was on this break of this horizontal resistance here. And then, you know, I had a couple other levels marked out as well. Came up on alert. Let me read the alert for you guys. Let's see, PSX. Break of upward sloping algo line, go long, price target 92.52. I didn't really honor the price target. SPY wasn't given much. You know, we never really got above the high day. So I had to use, you know, intraday trend lines to kind of gauge my entries and exits. The first time I got in, and this one I had to basically get out for $10, which is 2% return on the contract. I got in at 1306, which is, let's see, let's maximize 1306 right here in this candle. And I believe this, I was, you know, basing this off of the break of this red trend line here, which on the D1 was this horizontal line right here, which is could also be an algo line, I think. So once we broke that, I wanted that to be my entry. Bam. And then I was in for until 1349. So I got out right here. So it's a pretty good trade. I mean, obviously up here I might have been up a little bit more. Again, I wasn't looking at my P&L, but you know, the price action here was yucky. You know, we want to see continued strength. I liked the volume on this candle, and then we blew through VWAP. So those were kind of the reasons why I entered. Then we broke this high. I was confident in it. But once we hit this downward sloping trend line, well, actually, this was only created after this high. But the price action, you know, wasn't telling me that there was a lot of strength here anymore. So I ended up just getting out right here at 1349 in this candle right before a 3-8 cross. So $10 win. Left, you know, another $10 on the table, but we wanted to let this play out. And then I did get back into PSX because, you know, it meets all of our criteria. I just need a better setup on the M5. And for the next one, I got in at 1445, and this one we actually had SPY tailwind. So increasing relative strength, bullish stochastic cross, stacked green candles, increasing volume. So all this was looking good. And then I drew this M5 trend line, this downtrend line, and I wanted to see if we were going to respect it here. Blew through that easily. Big green candle, took out all these losses right here. So that was my entry, 1455, somewhere in this candle. I'm thinking it was down here somewhere like in the middle, you know, playing the break of the horizontal resistance as well as the M5 downward sloping trend line. Got in for 510, and then got out at 1518, which was right up here, or in this candle. So this would have been the high a day, this white dashed line. And, you know, I was just trying to read the price action. We ended up, you know, testing it, rejecting it. Sellers came in. And at that point, you know, I wanted to keep a short leash on it. I don't know what SPY was going to do. It was actually pulling back right there, which was another reason to get out. So a couple reasons to exit. High a day, rejected on the first touch. SPY was turning over. I'll take my gains. So another 25 bucks on the same stock. Really happy with these trades. Let me know what you guys think. I'm liking how I'm reading the stuff right now, or reading the stocks. So then I took HPQ. HPQ is another technology stock, so I knew that the sector was good to go. There's probably stronger technology stocks than HPQ, but this is the one that I picked. HPQ is strong to its sector. Now I was looking at the daily, break of this downward sloping trend line here. I just wanted to close above it, and once we broke that, that was my entry pretty much. So maximize sell. Let me get my entry for you guys. HPQ got in at 1239 right here. We broke the downward sloping trend line on the M5 with above average volume, or a little bit above average volume. We made a new high. That was my entry, and my stop would have been if we just fell below the trend line. I was in there till 1348, which was not very long at all. 1348. So up here, I'm feeling like the trade's going in my favor. I made a great pick, but SPY pulled back. I guess it just wasn't strong enough to continue the trend right here. So pulled back, and then 1348 right here, right before the 3-8 cross, I got out, because we want to be making new highs, none of this wiggling around, at the high of the day. So took a $5 return on that, 1.5% on the contract. Obviously up here would have been more money in the bank, but again, we want to read the price action and have a technical reason to get out. And those are pretty much my trades, man. I'm not tripping. I like them. Was patient, didn't force anything, followed the rules. I barely even scanned. Last night I put in maybe 20 alerts, and a lot of them popped off today, but obviously not all of them are tradable. They have to be strong to the sector, and just going down that checklist has been pretty helpful. But since starting these rules, obviously it's a small sample size, but just being disciplined has made all the difference. I haven't taken a losing trade, which we're gonna take losses regardless. So I don't expect this to continue forever. But from those 2 weeks in April, getting the shit smacked out of me, to turning a corner and just making sure I'm trying to stay disciplined at all times, making sure my trades are, at least I feel, are cream of the crop, has made all the difference. I've only traded 12 times, but I haven't taken a loss, and no, I'm not rich, but it's about making steady improvements, day in, day out, and just trying to build green days. 1 green trade, 2 green trades makes a green day, and then a green day stacked on a green day ends up being a green week, then it becomes a green month, obviously. But we're just gonna try and continue the streak. We take what SPY gives us. If SPY is not trending in a certain direction, then we got to take our wins quickly, and that's even makes it more important to take the cream of the crop trades. Makes it more important for the sector to be strong versus SPY. Just gives you a little more leeway and cushion, I guess, if you're gonna, if the pick's not the best. So it's been working out for me, and you guys are watching this in real time. You guys know I lost like $700 one of the weeks, in April. And now I haven't lost in a week and a half. So we'll see what happens. But thank you guys for watching. Leave some comments below. Please like, comment, subscribe. Share the videos if you think they're helpful. And let me know if you guys have any other ideas for other kind of topics, that I could help out with. I'll be back tomorrow for another video. Until then, see ya.